I was telling you that when Josh Groban, Jesus Christ, attached himself to me, I felt the burning. It was a slow hum burning. When I was in Bethesda Hospital, suddenly I felt burning. And Gwyneth said to me in my ear, "Get up and go to the front." So I got up and I went to the front. And the para said, a practical nurse said, that little man in her head saved her again. That was weird, right? They were trying to burn me up. And then once when I was in hospital, returning home from the hospital, having had a nervous breakdown, and I wasn't quite at myself, I had to leave because we didn't have the money for me to stay. And I was sitting on the couch. My husband, who had said he was a homosexual the night before we got married, was sitting at his computer writing dirty letters to his lover in Russia. I don't know why I knew this. That's a kind of a clairvoyance, kind of telepathy kind of thing. Maybe it's called clairsentience, where you just know something, and I knew this. And then I started to burn, and it was a painful burn, and I sat there and burned while he committed adultery. And I felt I wasn't supposed to move, so I didn't move. I just sat there and burned. That was a very unpleasant feeling. The feeling I had with Jesus Christ, Josh Groban, of burning, it was, I don't really know how to describe it. It wasn't fun. It was intimate. I know that, He was in my skin. He was inside me. And it was, I never felt like that before. He said he was trying to love her unlike any other. And he certainly did love me like any other. I had never been loved like that before. I have never felt like that before. Okay, what else? Oh, Brother Wright was a stoic kind of man. He did his duty without complaining, and he did it thoroughly and efficiently. But when he went to church on Sunday, and the preacher would start talking about Jesus Christ, Brother Wright would get animated. He would smile, and he would move forward and lean on the bench in front of him, kind of moving around a little, excited. He loved Jesus Christ more than anything in the world, and then he loved his wife, more than anything in the world after Jesus Christ. And she loved Jesus Christ. I think she loved Jesus Christ the most, and then Brother Wright, but she might have loved Brother Wright the most. I'm not sure. But at any rate, I valued Brother Wright's kindness, his love. He was always kind to me, never an unkind word the whole time I knew him. And he let me be with him while he built the pillars in the front on the sidewalk. I would run along behind him as he pushed the wheelbarrows full of bricks, or I would be in the backyard with him. He built me a swing out of wood and rope, and slung it over a tree branch, and I could swing and feel the wind in my hair and on my face. It was a glorious feeling. And so I would swing or look at the four-leaf clovers or things when he was busy making the backyard look like heaven, making Adoni's rose bushes, red roses, yellow roses, white roses, and making the grass look lush, keeping it mowed and watered, and all kind of different flowers out back there. So anyway, I wanted Brother Wright to love me and never stop loving me. So I thought, well, if I'm like Jesus Christ, he'll love me, because he certainly does love Jesus Christ. So that's when I began wanting to be like Jesus Christ. I never wanted to be Jesus Christ. It never occurred to me. Well, it did occur to me, but I didn't want those nails hammered into my hands and feet the way they were for Jesus Christ on the cross. Even now, when I have nails, I clip them. Nails on my fingers and toes, I clip them off with a nail clipper. Okay, so it's because Jesus Christ, because Brother Wright was so wonderful and so perfect and so kind and so generous and gentle and magical. Time to comb my hair, I started crying because my hair was fine and it tangled. And then my mother hurt me, raking through my hair. Brother Wright said, "Do you want me to do your hair?" And I said, "Sure." So he brushed my hair, and sure enough, he was patient and gentle, and he took the time to do my hair, and it didn't hurt 1 second. That's what I mean about him being magical. Whatever he did, it worked. At night, because I was scared to go through the hall, because I had been once trapped in the hall, screaming and yelling, "Let me out of here." It was dark in the hall. Did the Martians come and take Adoni, and that's why I'm locked in this hallway? And so I banged as hard as I could, and then I sat down and waited to die. I presumed that's what happened next. You died. And so, but the door opened and the light came pouring in, and there was Adoni. So Groban said that was her idea of a joke, to lock you in there and have you think something was wrong. I don't know what it was. I just know the Martians have sent people here to help me. They are not bad. They are not evil. They are not to be feared. They have been very good. And when I was in the underbelly, the unconscious of the current Bellevue, they told me, the man said, "Stripped." And he didn't say it with words. I just knew that's what I was supposed to do. So I did. And he covered me with a robe, and they crowned me Queen of Mars. So I am an Aries, ruled by Mars, and I am the Queen of Mars, and honored to be, because they are very smart, they are honest, they are direct and uncomplicated. Those Aries, ruled by Mars, it's the best sign. Okay, is that everything? Let's see. Oh, and I went to India, and I was walking through the foresty kind of part of India to go see the master, who I thought was God. I thought to myself, I wish Brother Wright hadn't died. I wish he could have been with me to see God. He would have loved us. He loved God and Jesus so much. And then come to find out, the first book I read on the path, Science of the Soul, was written by Jagat Singh. Jagat Singh was Brother Wright. But I knew he was a saint. I knew they were saints. I just didn't know their names, and I didn't know they were in India, from India, And Jagat Singh was voted the best male disciple in the world. And then Mary Magdalene was voted the best female disciple in the world. And he had been Guru Arjan also, one of the fifth Sikh gurus, and he compiled the Sikh scriptures. It's like creating a Bible, for Sikhism, the religion that Mary Magdalene founded. She was supposed to found Christianity, but Tom Walters, St. James the Greater, stole her notes and founded Christianity. Well,